we added a whole lot of new players. They all bring something. I feel that makes this team a lot better. And um, I don't know, just playing our game and not worrying about the other team. If we do us, we're gonna win that game. So I think we are gonna bring this style everywhere. It's how we are. It's how we play. So yeah.
I think it's the best brand of basketball you can play. Um, I think the best part about bringing in a bunch of new guys is that a lot of them are experienced already, so they found that work isn't unfamiliar to them, and they can buy into this and continue on like we did last year of creating the most exciting brand in basketball.
That group you guys had last year developed such a great bond with being on that big long road trip and all the adversity you went through. And some pieces left, some pieces came. So what's the process like of trying to build that bond? I mean, you guys were here a lot together over the summer. So how's that all coming together, forming kind of a new family, I guess?
It's been really good. In my opinion, I think this group of guys is probably the most close I've been with a group of guys at this point in the season, just because we all get along really well and we're all here for the same reasons. Obviously, we all have different hobbies and different interests, but we find ways to connect ourselves and we find similarities to be able to, connect with. So I think off the court, it's been really easy of a transition. On the court, everybody knows how to play the game, so it's been just as easy on the court and obviously it takes time adjusting to play styles and everything, but on the court we've been able to adjust to each other because everybody understands how to play basketball the right way. So
What do you all see as the biggest challenge going into the season?
Probably learning how to play with each other. We had our first scrimmage the other day, and it was interesting. Playing with different guys. We've been playing against each other and not having subs, so we get to play with each other a little bit. But he tried to switch up the team some, but it is different, and trying to learn how each one of us play. It's it is different, but I think that would be our biggest challenge.
Cooper, how much pride do you take in the defensive part of the game? You did in high school, you did throughout
Yeah.
your career, but is that one of your major focuses every year?
Yeah, I would say so. I feel like if I'm not impacting the game on the offensive end, then I could definitely do it on the defensive end. And I do feel like I'm probably the best defensive player in the league. I was voted that by fans, but again, I want to guard the best player day in, day out. So I try and tell coach that all the time, but sometimes he doesn't listen. But I do want to guard the best player. Yeah, I know. We talked about it one time, but but no, it is something I take pride in, and I am prideful about it, passionate on the defensive side, and I always try and impact the game that way.
Here's Michael, just what goes into trying to make your sophomore year as good, if not better than your freshman year? What are some of the things you've been working on to take another leap forward?
Got you a sophomore
going into
year.
your second year?
just being able to expand on my game. I feel like my first year here, I tried to do whatever it took to get me on the floor. And then obviously last year I shot the ball really well. So just trying to be intentional about, continuing to rebound and continuing to shoot the ball, but also being able to guard multiple positions and being able to do everything that my team needs me to do, whether that's, rebound the ball, guard, a better perimeter player, a better post player, or just take care of the ball, whatever it, may need. That's kind of what I've been focusing on.
Michael, there was, when you first got to the college game, like most, your head kind of swims, you're all over the place, you don't know what to do. Was there a moment, though, when it clicked? Because when it clicked, you haven't been out of the, you've been putting up 25, 30 points, 30 minutes a night every time since it clicked. Was there a moment?
Probably going into the conference slate of my freshman year. That's when I felt confident enough that I can, hang at the college level, and that's when I felt confident enough in the play style and the plays we run and the defenses we run. So I feel like that's when it clicked, and I'm a do whatever it takes kind of guy. I like to, involve all my teammates, and I feel like what I bring to the table as far as value is something that a lot of people place a lot of less value on. So I think when it clicked, it kind of built my confidence up to be able to just play more, and then just hanging with my values that I've always carried throughout my basketball career probably helped me maintain it.
You guys each just kind of touch on the excitement level with this season, this group, and also getting fans back and it kind of feeling like might be a normal season. How excited are you guys to just get back out there?
I'm excited because I have played in this place when there's almost sold out. Back in high school is where the region was, so I do know how this place gets. And back then, when I was playing here, it was half and half. Probably half the fans were cheering for us, half weren't. But having fans in here it's different. It's a different atmosphere. So I think that's the part I'm most excited for. Especially having these new guys play in front of these fans. They're all behind us, and having so many local guys. Y'all talked about it before, but having so many local guys from places that aren't too far away, having their communities come support them, and then just playing in a almost sold out arena. So.
Like what he said, back in high school, we almost sold this place out, and it was really loud throughout the game. And, that environment is something you can't beat playing in, no matter what level you're on. So having the fan impact is going to be huge, but also just the guys that we have here. We have a really good group of guys who, we all want to do something special, and it doesn't just mean, win accolades individually. Like, we want to do something special as a team. So I think that's the most important thing. And the most exciting thing to me is that, we have guys who are willing to buy in and willing to do what it takes to get where we want to get, but also they want to do it for the fans and for the people here.
For you guys to come into this season, there was a preseason ranking that put you guys number 2, finished second in the ASUN, but you guys are the new guys coming into that conference. What does it say about EKU basketball and the standard that's been, laid here by AW and the coaching staff to get that level of respect right off the bat?
I mean, like you said, we were number 2. We haven't earned the right to be number 1, but we had a really strong, good season last year and helped us put us in that position at number 2 this year. But he's built a brand that's the most exciting 40 minutes. I mean, we're the most in shape team by middle of January. So just going out and beating these teams just off of depth. And then our conditioning level, even if we're having a bad shooting night, we're gonna make these teams tired, and that's the brand he's built, and that's what we do every day.
Going from a time when he got here, obviously they were picked not even to finish in the top 10 of the league in the OVC, to now where we are in a new league, obviously being picked number 2. It just is a testament to show that coaches work so hard to build such a great culture here, and we've been able to obviously maintain that over time because we found guys who will buy in. Obviously, personally, I think we're the best team in the league, as I rightfully so. But obviously, want to give respect to players and teams who have done their part in maintaining their cultures there. But we'll see when the ball goes up.
And lastly, the transfer portal has made a huge impact as far as just reshaping this team, reshaping this roster. You guys lost some key pieces to your squad from last year. What is it like just having those veteran guys coming from Marshall, coming from NC State, who've already had that D1 experience? Does it kind of give you a sense of, I don't know, kind of walking into the season with ease, knowing that you have, just the veteran leadership from all around?
I think the biggest takeaway from all that is that the transfer portal can be a blessing and a curse. And for some people, place like here is where it's appealing to players. They want to play here, and so all these guys had a chance, obviously probably to go to many places, but they saw what coach was building here, and they are willing to come and play. So I think the biggest thing with the guys that we got is that they've all been there. So when we go to USC, when we go to we open a road game in Milwaukee, we have guys who've been there. It's not going to be a shell shock to them. So having that opportunity to walk in with guys who have been on the biggest stages, Braxton at Duke, Marshall in the tournament, Wichita State in the tournament, every single guy has been in a big moment. So it's confidence within them, that they're not going to shy away from it.
Anything else for these 2? Okay.
Thank you.